Hey everybody, welcome back to Wise Up. Sorry, it's been a couple of days since I have posted. I've been dealing with my daughter's birthday, and my husband came home, and we had a lot of big events coming up. Anyways, today we have Bridge Over Troubled Water done by Voiceplay. I'm super excited to get back into it because it has been a couple of days, and I have missed you guys. So, without further ado, let's get into it, but feel free to leave me a like, comment, subscribe, tell me what I should react to next.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them.
Before we get into the higher tones, now that I'm starting to get a little more used to Jeff's voice, not that you ever truly get used to it, but now that I've become a little more accustomed to his low notes, I love how they started out low, because the song itself is Bridge Over Troubled Water. So you start out at a low point, and a bridge just goes up and it builds, and then it'll probably end together. And I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully that's what they do, but I really like the fact that they started out low. They started like they were grounding you to the floor before they decided to take you higher.
I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough.
Damn, he's got a good voice too.
And friends just can't be found. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay down. When you're down and out.
I don't know his name. I have a lot of trouble learning their names unless I've known who they are for quite a while. But the shorter bald guy, I have not heard much of a chance for him to showcase his voice in a lot of songs yet. So I knew he had a decent voice. He's got a really good voice. Like, that blew me away. I was not expecting that from him. I was expecting something a little more light, a little more airy. And I didn't. I got tenor, but it was very strong. And I liked that. I was pleasantly surprised by that. That was pretty cool.
When you're on the street, oh yeah. When evening falls so hard, I will comfort you.
Just sitting there like you're having a conversation.
Whoa, I'll take your paw. I'll take your paw. Darkness comes. Darkness comes, and pain is all around. Like a bridge over troubled Ooh, ooh, I sail on, silver girl. Sail on by. Your time has come to shine.
I think you guys told me his name was Jaina? Hopefully I said that correctly. I like how everybody's sitting there. Everybody's sitting there like they're having a conversation. Like it's all chill. Yet he's the one that I can relate to because he's sitting here moving in his seat even though he's having a conversation. It's like, yeah, I can't hold still to save my life for the most part either. I really, really liked, haven't learned his name yet. Still getting there. I know Jeff and Jay Nunn, but I haven't learned the other three yet. The Beatboxer. He's usually doing exactly what he always does and exactly what, if you've seen my home free reactions, what Adam Rupp does. There's very little chance that you ever get to see him sing. And just that little bitty snippet in there where he was singing and he reached over and touched Jaina's shoulder. I liked that a lot. He's a lot better than I thought he was gonna be. Like, yeah, you know, some groups, they're good, but the reason that in the experience with most people that I've ever run into, most people that play an instrument, like actually play an instrument, some of them can sing, some of them can do both. But there's actually quite a few people who pick an instrument or beatbox or something because they can't sing. And that's not to rag on anybody who can. It's just most people don't. And so listening to an a cappella group, yes, they're a cappella, but honestly, I've never expected too much from the Beatboxer. And as is the case with Voiceplay and with Home Free, I am very presently surprised when the Beatboxer actually opens his mouth and sings an actual note. It's like, where did that come from? But it makes you happy because it hits you out of nowhere.
See how they shine. Oh, and if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your I'm gonna ease your mind. Yes, I am. I will comfort you. Oh, ease your mind. Ease your mind.
Ease your mind.
The one thing I noticed about this song is, you know, obviously everybody records in a studio. And then they put the video to the music, and they do their best to what do you call that? Basically lip sync to their own words. And I've noticed a couple different points throughout the song, though, although it is a great, absolutely great song, and I do love the video that goes along with it, there were a couple points where you could hear the note, but their lips were closed, like they weren't singing. And it's like, that is more of an opened mouth note, right? Like right at the end, it sounded like an open note, like an open mouth note from Jeff. And yet if you look right at the end, his mouth is closed. So it irks me ever so slightly, just because I am that way naturally, but I know that's me. I am that kind of person. I love the fact that they did that, though, because there was not just one crescendo. A lot of times in a lot of songs, you start off slow, or even if you're starting out fast, you start out down here and it takes you up to one big crescendo, and then you get a massive drop off right at the end. But the song Bridge Over Troubled Water, they didn't do that. They had you, it's like you were going over multiple bridges, because you started out low, you waited for the high, went back down, and you just kept going like you were going over a bridge. And the really cool thing about that, in my opinion, is the fact that it had you waiting for the next time they went up. It had you waiting on that, and because you were waiting on that, you didn't want the song to end. You wanted it to just continue, because every time they hit that, you are responding. You hit a small high every single time they hit their crescendo. And I thought that was really cool. And the part that wants you wanting more is the fact that their voices are just so velvety and smooth. It's like, I'm not a huge wine drinker, but I keep getting told it's like drinking wine or something like that, where it's so rich and it's so smooth. And I think that's really cool. I love that about them. Anyways, thank you guys so much for suggesting this. I do really like the song, especially since I do like Bridge Over Troubled Water. Until next time, you guys.